Am I the asshole for making my husband a vegan dinner even though he's completely against becoming one? I 24 male and my husband 25 male have been happily married for a little over a year now. We met through a mutual friend and he learned very quickly that I am a vegan. About a year after we met and got closer, we started dating. He had no issues with me being vegan, but made it very clear that I couldn't force him into being a vegan, which I respected. I haven't ever put him down for eating meat in front of me, as that is his choice. Each to their own. We even served both vegan and meat-inclusive food at our wedding to accommodate both of our families. Up till now, everything was great. However, recently I've been seeing a ton of vegan recipes on my Pinterest and decided I wanted to try making one for dinner. We don't usually end up getting to have fancy dinners at home, as both of us work full-time, but I found some time today to cook something up. It was a recipe for pulled pork sandwiches, but the pork wasn't actually pork. Instead it was jackfruit. He seemed a little stressed about work, but I showed him the surprise dinner, and that seemed to help his mood out. He ate it happily and even complimented my cooking. But when he asked what was in it, and when I told him it was a pulled pork sandwich with jackfruit as a meat alternative, he lashed out. He shouted, telling me that he made it clear he was staying a meat eater. I tried explaining that I wasn't trying to turn him into a vegan, but had just walked away then. This happened a few hours back, and now he's refusing to talk to me. I feel like I might be the asshole for making him a vegan meal even though Head made it extremely clear he wouldn't become one. Because even if it wasn't my intention to make him one, I still made a vegan dinner that passed off as one with meat in it. So Reddit, am I the asshole? Edit. This is a pretty commonly asked question, so it'll just clear it up here. I didn't say it was a pulled pork sandwich. All I had said was that I made some sandwiches for us. Nothing more and nothing less. Response 1. You do not understand people like this who love food until finding out that it is vegan. You are not pushing veganism on him. You made a meal that you could eat and that he ended up enjoying. I do not see the issue. I can't eat dairy, so I use plant-based milks, butters, cheeses, etc. in meals. My husband doesn't care as long as it tastes good. I also make vegan meals at least once a week just to take a meat break. As a big meat eater, he also does not care about that as long as it tastes good. No, the hilarious response too. He came to say this. My dad told a story once about how we stopped for lunch and ordered a lentil burger. And to make conversation, I guess, the guy says, "Are you a vegetarian?" My dad said no. I eat meat. And it blew this guy's mind. He couldn't understand why someone who eats meat would order a meat alternative. This was the 80s, so I'm pretty sure my dad wasn't concerned about intensive farming practices or meat-free Mondays. He just wanted some lentils. Response 3. Repeat after me. When you yell at me after I've cooked for you, it makes me to not want to create homemade dinners anymore. When you give me the silent treatment, it makes me wonder if you value our relationship at all. Your desire to eat meat shouldn't trump our relationship's value and serenity. I didn't make you a vegan. I made you a meal that you said you enjoyed. I wasn't trying to trick you. I was creating food that I can eat from a new recipe. You deserve better. Now that you know he'll be upset about it, tell him every ingredient in dinner before he starts. But maybe make sure you get an apology, too. Not the asshole.